for Governor Howard Dean.
Thank you. I thought I was going to...
We want Dean! We want Dean! We want Dean! We want Dean! We want Dean!
Thank you. Whoa.
We want Dean!
I would have struck at Iraq if I thought it was a danger to the United States. The difference of opinion that the President and I had about Iraq was whether it was a danger. I thought the President presented absolutely no evidence that Saddam was giving weapons to the terrorists. He presented no evidence that they had a nuclear arsenal or were about to develop one. And post-war, there is still no evidence that he was doing any of those things. Therefore, he was a horrible person. I'm delighted to see him gone. But that's not the same thing as giving a reason for the United States to intervene unilaterally.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm Howard Dean.
I'm Joffe.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to have you here. Glad you brought the sun.
Thank you for wearing my button.
The problem is that as HMOs got bigger, they began to squeeze smaller practitioners like me. And they never did control costs because they couldn't deal with the large hospitals. They just squished the small folks, and it made the quality of medicine disappear pretty quickly. This president has pursued this reckless policy of tax cuts, which really are simply designed to undermine Social Security, Medicare, public education, privatize everything. And he's running up huge deficits which our children are going to have to pay, and which are costing us jobs, because when you run deficits the kind of the president does, we lose jobs, as we did when Ronald Reagan was president.
This president has divided us by gender by attacking not only Title IX, which gave my daughter the same opportunity my son did to participate in high school sports, but by attacking the most private of rights, a woman's right to make her own decisions about health. This president has put ideology ahead of saving lives and written off the lives of all of us Americans who have diabetic children by saying no to stem cell research. We can do better than that, Mr. President. Thank you very much. This president has divided us by sexual orientation, by putting his arm around Rick Santorum after he said that gay people were nothing more than child molesters. We can do better than that. We have a better... The truth is that you have the power to demand a president that's going to balance the budget and bring us jobs again. That you have the power to demand a president that will give us what every country in the world has in the industrial world besides us, which is health insurance that can't be taken away. That you have the power to give those 50% of Americans who don't vote a reason to vote again.
Yes.
You have the power to take this party back. You have the power to take this country back. And we have the power to take the White House back in 2004. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Yes.
We're going to take this country back. We are going to take this country back. You have the power to take this country back. You have the power to take this country back. Go to the website. Go to the website.
We want Dean! 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 We want Dean!
Here we go. Go to the website, DEANNHForAmerica.com. The way this campaign wins is because of you. Go to the website, DEANNHForAmerica.com. Go to the meetups. Bring this country back together again. What I want more than anything is for us to admit to ourselves as citizens of America that we're responsible for each other and to each other. You have the internet at your disposal. You have the lessons that we learned from Vietnam at your disposal. This is the time to pass the torch to the new generation. I'm proud to be doing that. It is your responsibility to carry on for this country We don't want to go backwards anymore. We don't want to be divided anymore. We want a country that every single one of us is part of, because until every single one of us is part of this country, we will never be the great country that we all have worked for so many years, that our people have died for. We can do it. We want our country back. Bring us our country back. Send this president back to Crawford, Texas. Flag belongs to everybody in the country, not just the Republican Party.
I don't know if you've heard of the thing on the internet called meetups.
DEANNHforamerica.com.